Yeah, and this. Okay, link.
Yeah, it looks in sync.
Okay, cool. Let's go. We are live on LinkedIn in a few seconds, and we are live on LinkedIn.
Yay!
Yes, we are. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Focus Friday. I can hear myself. I don't know why. A little bit, just a little bit.
You're playing the stream somewhere?
No, it's not me. Need some headphones. Ooh, la 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 la. All right, so let's wait for people to join. And okay, let Alex, you keep open the Twitch. I will keep the YouTube.
I have everything open.
Alex, the multitasker.
Alex, the community manager. Looking for the community everywhere.
Yeah. And then we have this. Okay. So, how are you guys? Let's start with how are you?
Pretty good, actually.
Really? Why?
After getting back from London, it took a few days to get back to normal shape, and right now I'm in.
How do you feel after London? I'm really energized, actually.
I was as well for like 1 or 2 days, and then the Czech weather hit me like a brick, and I got sick.
Today it's actually pretty bad.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, but I feel better now. I think I will get better over the weekend, and Monday will be way better than this week.
What about you, Predrag?
I'm actually great because this is the environment where my box works the best, So I can produce the most work. I have a big monitor and I don't have to move my box around.
But you have to tell the background of your box, because Predrag, he's a hipster and he decided he will not buy another MacBook because they are too expensive and they don't have enough RAM, the memory, and he bought this
set-top box
without anything.
Actually, he managed to install Windows on set-top box.
And he bought 2 monitors, 2 keyboards, 2 mouses, so he can travel between his home and office. So yeah.
And he's now desperately trying to sell it to me.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, you're gonna do twice as much work.
So fast. Get this box.
You haven't tried me, but don't try it. I don't want it, man. No.
He actually asked me, why don't you want it? Why don't you want it? It's so cool. I was like, why would I want it?
Okay.
It's a media center.
All right, so let's get into our structure and our first topic. Let's do the product update of this week. And actually, it's a good segue because I was speaking about the good energy, and I really want to say that I feel in a good spot right now in terms of my energy. So my note in the notes is "We are on fire." But I feel like that we are pushing.
That can be actually both good and bad thing. It depends, I'm not sure what it means.
Talk about infrastructure being on fire.
It's not really good,
About the team being on fire.
Well, but this week it was "We are on fire," and next week can be "We are on fire."
Yeah, exactly.
That's the difference.
What's the difference?
So it's the tone, basically. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest news of this week in terms of the product is the new Zacks Layout, which is super amazing, and I can actually show it right now.
I think we should just call it that in the dashboard.
Zacks Layout.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will, for example, share my screen of designing. I don't know, like this. And the layout looks like this. If you share your screen. You can switch it into this layout, and I'm not sure that we still have a few things to figure out, how to position yourself.
It's either me or you who's gonna be seen,
Yeah,
Marek is not seen actually, but Johan is seen, so it looks kind of cool actually.
Yeah.
So it's like this.
I will just move out.
Yeah, and I can be the one who is saying that we are rebranding ourselves, which we are not, but I can be the Zach to being rebranding. So this is the biggest news right now. You can rebrand your company in the best fashion possible with this amazing layout for free in Welder. No, but I really like it. I feel like we have some few things to fine tune, so you feel comfortable. But for example, when you use this layout and you are just solo recording or solo streaming, it's a great layout to prepare your presentation, put it into full screen or just in like one tab browser, share that browser window, go to your presentation, and you can like really easily produce amazing content. That looks cool, like having your presentation here and being able to speak about it is amazing. So this is, I think, the biggest update that the users can see for this week that we added to Welder. And then we did some small fixes. Maybe Marek, you can tell a bit more about that. It was like 2 weeks of fixes.
Yeah, there was actually a bug when the instance didn't kill itself after ending the stream. It was easy fix. Then there was a problem with assets uploading that was quite more complicated, but I managed to fix that. And yeah, there was a problem with the padding in the stream. I've also managed to fix that. And also some bugs which I found in Sentry, which actually so we've got a problem because we overflow the Sentry quota. Sentry like is a bug tracking like a system, and it actually works only on the start of each month. So new month started, and I could debug something. That was cool. And like we are hiring. That's a big thing.
Yeah, we will get to that.
Yeah,
Don't
true.
skip my flow, man.
So at least people know like what we are going to do.
Stay tuned.
Just
Breaking my flow stage. Yeah, and you can always ask us anything in the chats. We are watching all of them, and I can see that James. Hey, James, nice to see you here. Is hating my
James.
Blue Yeti microphone, and man, I was just showing to Marek that you can actually choose like the modes between it picks up, and he was like, "Wow, that's an amazing microphone! I love it." I was like, "Yeah, I love it too," but most of the podcasters they hate it. So.
It's a really polarizing microphone in the community.
If you don't have anything to speak about, buy a Blue Yeti mic and go live. You will have like a lot of things to speak about. Okay, so that was like small fixes. I also did you tell about like that there was a bug that people could not upload the assets?
Yeah, actually, I've talked about it.
Ah, shit. Okay. Let's move to next thing, and that's editor progress. And maybe Predrag, you can tell us a bit more about the progress of our editor, which is the second part of whole Welder Studio.
Yep, so it's going quite well. The UI is basically almost finished, and right now I would say I'm connecting all the things together, you know. So when I'm enabling functionality like when you press spacebar, it will play the video. When you press the button, it will actually start playing the video. I'm working on the timeline so that you can skip around, and this is already complete. And right now, the thing I will be working today actually on the stream is that we want to have a functionality when you are at some point in time in the video file, it will actually highlight the word. You know, it will actually it will show you on the right side of the editor. Like we have split editor, where basically on the left side you have video, on the right side you have text. And once you are at a certain time, it will actually highlight this word. So this is what
I'm gonna go share screen so people know what we are talking about. Maybe the best. Yeah. So here you can see that there's this is the highlight you are talking about, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So this is the piece that is like on the conventional timeline. It's the point where you are right now at, and we will show it like on which word you are exactly, so you can easily orient and navigate through the transcript to do the edits. So
it's pretty sick, actually.
It is pretty sick. I'm looking forward to this as hell.
Yeah. So once you have like the screen up, maybe I can just go over it. So basically everything on the left side is working. And on the right side, I'm working on the highlight. I think like next week we can start on the section exporting.
Nice, cool. This is really cool. I'm looking forward to that because, for example, Alex was already working on repurposing our streams into micro content, and this would be so helpful, right, Alex?
Yeah, this would make it like super easy. I was using Vite for this, but the flow was kind of weird. Like when I was actually in Vite, it was okay, but the part before where I had to take the long form content, someone had to edit it. We were hiring editors for that because none of us can edit. Johan can, but it's taken him a lot of time to do it. So we had someone to edit it. Then I had to like cut it manually, the micro content in VLC player or some other super easy editor or player, and then I could put it into Vite and start editing the micro. So yeah, the flow was absolutely terrible for this. So that's why I'm hyped about this feature. When you just export, you just highlight a selection and you export it into a clip or an image or anything. I think this will be amazing.
Yeah, and just to go over it quickly, really like in the grand picture, because I'm not sure everyone really knows how this works, is that right now we are doing this live stream and we can like switch between layouts and do this and do that and do this and do that, like everything possible, changing the background, changing the overlays. It's cool. But once we finish this, we want this content to be still out there on our YouTube, on our LinkedIn, on our Instagram, even on TikTok, whatever. So I want to be able to take this long form content and, for example, cut the beginning because we were talking about shit like nothing important that should be out there, and maybe something in the middle because we got stuck or whatever. And then I also want to be able to take parts and just repurpose them. And this is how this works, because like as soon as we end this call, it will be transcripted. So you can navigate through the video, through the whole recording, through the transcript, because that's much easier actually for long form content to navigate by text than by the timeline. You can search for whatever you said because you remember like, oh, at like Predrag said something really interesting about this. You can search it, you can take the part and select it, and you can export it into micro content for your social media in any format. And it's like super powerful, saving a lot of time. So that's what we are talking about right now.
Yeah, James is saying on YouTube that text-based editing is incredible, that it saves him so much time. I was wondering when he said that if it's like, because I've never been editing long form content before and I'm like terrified of it. I wouldn't want to do it. Would you say when I go into text-based editor it will be like super easy for me, or it will get easier for me?
Yeah, definitely. I think for and even for me, for example, I think it's the same for James. Like we both can use or are skilled in Final Cut or Premiere, whatever. So it's not hard, but it's still simpler because you can navigate by the text and not just having like huge timeline with and nothing to like your mind to point at. You know, when you think about what you want to cut out, you have to listen through whole thing, which is super time consuming. Like just scrolling through the text is much faster. So it's time consuming. But for people who never edited something and are not experienced in these editing tools, this is like just as we would be editing text. Everyone can do that. So it's super simple. Of course, if you want to add like, I don't know, a transition or background or intro or anything, it gets more complicated. And we are not sure if you want to add that, because we feel like it's not necessarily so important.
Yeah.
But if you only want to cut some parts out, export micro content, or maybe add something like an intro or outro, it is that simple.
I think it's as Alex said, like you do the long form editing in our tool, and then you can export to, for example, Vite, and it's super simple in there, like to add intro, outro.
And
That's
also, I
something.
think in the future, like most of the transitions may be in the studio, like in this actual app, where you could basically prepare everything and then just edit. Like you are supposed to only do light editing in an editor, actually, and then export it to Vite or do a pre-editing here in studio, like right now.
I decided to change the background so we have different vibe. Right now we have the blue vibe.
This like development vibe.
I could just feel how my vibe shifted instantly to different lights.
Instant vibe shift.
Yeah.
So that's
like
from the editor's progress, which I'm really pumped about, and hopefully it's out by the end of this month. That's the target. We are pushing super hard to manage to do it. So stay tuned. For everyone who is tuning just right now, we will do this every Friday. Every Friday, we are going to talk about what we did that week. We are going to have a discussion around 3 interesting topics around streaming and content. And we will do Ask Us Anything round, which you can do all the time. And then we are just going to work probably on this stream and let people join us and work with us. We will see where that leads. We are experimenting. We love experimenting. So yeah. All right. Last point in product update. Product. With Alex, we are growing Welder Live Studio. So Alex, do you want to tell something about this?
Yeah, actually, about this part, I haven't prepared much, and I don't have all the stuff in my head because I haven't done as much as I wanted this week due to being sick. But yeah, right now we are trying to do as many things as possible to get as many people as possible into the live studio beta to test the live stream and give us the feedback. So yeah, if you're watching this, feel free to try it. It will be amazing. Like any kind of feedback at this stage is crucial for us, so it will be amazing. And sorry, it's so hard for me to speak. Like my nose is super full.
Authentic Alex. Hashtag authentic Alex.
Yeah. Okay, I just lost.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You are doing good. Yeah, we are growing Welder Live, and one of the growing activity was also the Meta Studio. So we are trying to create trying to think about things that we can create in the product that we can then share with people and would be interesting for people. So that is, for example, the Meta Layout. And then we are sharing it on Indie Hackers, we are sharing it on Reddit, on LinkedIn, and hopefully getting attention from people because it's, for example, something, some current topic. But we are generally doing just the typical growth stuff. Next week, we plan to release Welder on Product Hunt. That will be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
Someone is going to hunt us.
Somebody is going to hunt us. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to that because product hunt lunches are always great. They bring a lot of people, a lot of attention. So there's a lot of new energy and people can try our product. You get a lot of feedback. So I'm really pumped about that. And we will start working on all the preparations on Monday and hopefully releasing it on Wednesday or Thursday. Let's see.
We are actually product hunt lunch junkies actually for like past 6 years.
It's true. Every product hunt lunch is really energizing. And then I really see so many opportunities in the current state of Welder Live Studio that I want to fix as soon as possible. That's why we are hiring, actually. For example, I have the feedback from our users that the current state of dominant speaker, where you only see the one who you are speaking to, so it's a bit different. So for example, right now, if you are watching the live stream, you see me because I'm speaking, but I see Predrag in the studio because we built it the way that you see the one who you are speaking to. I'm not sure if it makes sense, but it's just to be sure that like I'm seeing Predrag and not myself, because if I do discussion, I want to see the other person who I'm discussing with. But it's fucked up because I don't see myself, and this makes a lot of people uncomfortable. So these are things we want to improve as soon as possible. As soon as we release the editor, we'll be working on this, and probably in a way that you will have the participant control on the bottom. So you will see all the participants in the call on the bottom, and you will be there as well. So you can check if you are positioned properly and stuff like that. And the last point is that we are hiring. Marek, tell me who we are hiring right now in terms of engineering.
Looking for senior backend and senior front-end developers or software engineers. Yeah, it's actually, we have some experience with hiring recently mid-level engineers, and it actually didn't fit our team so well. So we are looking for less people, but more experience, someone who's really passionate about their craft and can do a lot of stuff around, as much as we can. And hopefully this is going to make our output and features, much faster, because that's what's gonna make Johan happy in the end. And me too, actually. Like I see the studio right now, it's super cool, but I can imagine like so many cool, features which are going to make so much sense. And the editor is the same. Like I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, so that's what
if you know someone who's either experienced in Django and backend or with React and frontend, just let us know, because we are we are always looking for someone great, and we also have something for you if you refer someone. I think it's a MacBook.
Yeah, or something like that.
If it's someone who likes beer and motorcyclists, that's even better. But we'll take just the Django and stuff. That's all right.
I will take wine for a front end guy.
It's like
Maybe please,
bonus point is if you like beer and motorcycles. That's a big bonus point. It's true.
maybe please don't. Maybe please actively dislike motorcycles. I will like you more, but just decide how important that is for you.
Yeah, James is asking if we can have call-in guests to the stream. We can't super easily, but we can invite you, James. Actually, I can invite you because we can have call-ins, but it's like there's not super simple flow, right?
Let's just invite James.
You can invite people, but you cannot kick them. So it's kind of.
Please leave this stream.
You can invite someone like James who you really know and trust, but you cannot invite like a stream.
Yeah, but that
James
will
is
come.
like regretting.
That just it will be like it will come with the whole participant on the bottom design.
We cannot actually. Like,
here, what's up, James?
hey,
James.
Hey guys,
You look ready.
Hold on,
You look ready, man. It looks like we staged this.
Just have my mic set up, ready to come on a call. Right, can you hear me a bit better?
yep.
it's
Amazing.
awesome.
How are you, man?
Yeah, very good, very good. Loving the stream, enjoying it. This looks better actually because there's now four boxes on the screen, not just an open thing. But yeah, I was meant to be on a call, and then they didn't show up. So I thought, let me join the Welder guys because this seems like fun.
It is fun. We're having a lot of fun, man.
And Johan, do people on the stream know how tall you are?
I am really short, actually.
So for those that don't know, I met Johan and the Welder team last week for the first time, and I ran into them. Felt I was surrounded by giants. They were just so tall, and I was like looking up at I'm looking up at Alex. Hey, Alex.
I think I'm the shortest one in the team, and I'm not short at all.
No, you're just normal, Marek. You're just like a
giants. It's like almost 2 meters. I'm so used to getting my head banged on everything.
And you should see him in an airplane.
Yeah,
that has to be hard.
He's dying.
It's shit. It's shit.
How did you find the tube in London, Johan? Did you have to like duck through and like?
Yeah,
and
like we went on to the Belfast, the big cruise ship, and they really built the ship for small people. Like that, I think that their hiring process was like having a line, and you should pass below the line because it was like I went always like this.
Yeah, he saw beds.
Yeah,
and he was like, "How could anyone sleep on this?"
Yeah, they're like this big, like how you fit in this big.
Yeah, well, and like one thing I found from like meeting so many people over Zoom over the past 18 months is you never know how tall people are. You only see this part of them. And like more and more I'm having people, so James, how tall are you? And I wish I was like surprising, like when you meet Johan, like, but I'm not. I'm just like low to average height.
But then everyone always speaks about your height, and that's also not fun. So yeah, like, you are so tall. Yes, and another person, fuck, you are so tall. Yes.
What was it? Your first time in London?
No, yeah, like for me it was third or something like that. But I was always there with school, and I was like small kid, so it was different.
Yeah.
Like I was still pretty tall, but.
Did you all enjoy it? Did you enjoy being in London?
Yeah,
what it had to offer? Was the
Yeah,
beer
it was
acceptable?
Right. Yeah, exactly. I was actually surprised. I said to my girlfriend that London is probably the second country after Czech with a good beer. Like
the only problem is that London is not a country, but
sorry, UK. Yeah, you know,
Czech education.
not a country.
It could actually be because it's bigger than Czech Republic.
Yeah, that's true.
When it comes to population.
Yeah, almost. Yeah. So yeah,
I actually quite like the language people are speaking in England because you don't feel like a foreigner when you are there. It's like when you are in Spain, like everybody is speaking different language, but in London, it's like would be called a second home, maybe.
yeah. I always say to people whenever whenever we're lucky as Brits, whenever we go abroad, and Americans as well, most of the time people know a bit of English or be able to get by. So we will go to a foreign country and then speak in English. Like, it's the most ignorant thing. Like, imagine if you turned up and just spoke Czech to us.
Exactly. I actually do that when I got in some situation where the people starts, and it's some like how to say it, not stressed, but like hyped situation,
like an argument.
Argument in abroad. And they start speaking really quickly in their language. I just switch to Czech language and just start speaking Czech because like, it's the only thing you can do.
Yeah, it's actually kind of intimidating, like to speak Czech. Like it sounds like Russian, and people
like
are generally scared of Russians. So
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you guys tried speaking a bit of you were just shouting Czech words at me, and it was just very scary.
Yeah, I remember.
We actually started to use English like in the office and like when we work together, so we can get used to speaking English like in a much more comfortable way.
Well, I have a lot of respect for you, and I'm also wondering how, like, any challenges you found specifically from being a maker or indie hackers, entrepreneurs in the Czech Republic, how that is compared to being like in the UK or the US, because it's really quite easy. There's plenty of opportunities. We're not prejudged when we do things. Do you run into any challenges being?
It's a good question, actually. It is challenging. Like if you decide to not only play in the Czech pool, in Czech market, which you most likely do not want to because it's small. Like many people do because they love it, or they just don't. They are just not so used to English, or their product is not so easy to get abroad, like to share globally. There are many challenges with that. Like
I think we've got very lucky with the school. Like the middle school we were attending, because like there was a lot of people who are makers, you know, like our friends from school. We got into that community pretty early.
It's true. So yeah, but there is a challenge. Like for example, thinking in and bouncing ideas and business ideas in Czech, it's so much easier for us. And we are like, yeah, we are pretty smart, you know, when we think about it. It's like, not to sound bad, but it's like, yeah, this is a good idea. But when I talk to you, or I don't know, like to someone else from England, and I'm telling them my idea, and I'm like, I must seem so stupid right now, like because it's hard to formulate those ideas on the go in English. Is harder, and not only like on the surface, but when you go more and more in depth, like in depth topics, and you have to hold everything in your head, because like it gets complex when you think about like the things we do. Is getting harder, and you have to have some bandwidth just to think about the English and not fully focus on the business. So that's the challenge.
No, you guys are really impressive with how well you all speak in English and able to communicate those topics in English so well. So I've never had the challenge. I've never thought, well, Johan's dumb because he can't explain something.
Where's this dumb tall guy?
He drinks half a beer.
James just leaving from London back home. He's like, what a bunch of idiots.
The trouble is, you can say stuff in Czech and I won't understand. I can't say stuff in English for you not to understand, or any other language. But yeah, fair play to you. Have you like always learned English? Is it something from like very early in school you have to do? Have you been resistant to do it?
No, it's quite nice in Czech Republic. Like even like the how do you say, the small schools?
Primary.
No, primary.
Actually,
Elementary,
like
no?
kindergarten.
Yeah, in the kindergarten. We start with English in kindergarten, so it's quite nice. And then like you push it there. Like in every school you are like this.
Actually, I think most of my friends learn English from PC games.
And PC games.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Call of Duty, you know, and all the
A lot of gaming and watching like TV shows, movies, and subtitles that helped me a ton. So
That's true.
I mean, I spent all my life on the internet, so like the English is everywhere around me, so that helped.
It's very interesting because in the UK we sort of kind of learn French in like our primary school, so until we're 12 or 13, but it's definitely not serious. It's not like
that's the same for us with German
German
language and French as well. So we have like two new like other languages. Yeah.
We had like 3 years of German in our school, and
Yeah.
I can't say anything.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
when you don't use the
know anything.
language, you're not exposed to it like every day. It just
Yeah.
doesn't stick in your head.
Yeah, cool, good stuff. And like this live platform, really bloody cool. How's it been over the past few months for you guys building it? Has it all gone to plan? All nice and
No,
easy?
not at all. It was actually really challenging.
Kind of yes. Not at all. Like, it's normal when you are building these big things really fast and you try to pick technologies that will make you faster, but there are many variables. There's always something that goes wrong. But I believe we delivered it with pretty well. But there were challenges, and I think Predrag and Marek can tell you a bit more about that.
Yeah, actually, I think the biggest challenge was to estimate like how long is it going to take, and if there are going to be any pitfalls, because we have absolutely no experience with this kind of stuff. Like, for example, we had to like create a virtual Chrome instance on the server to render everything, capture the screen and the audio, put it into FFmpeg, then stream it, and also build infrastructure around that, so it not just works on our computers, but it's actually like a product which other people can use. And actually, it took longer than I expected, but in the end, it worked, and I'm quite happy about it. But it was a lot of hard pushing.
Yeah, it is hard to give that like, how long is this going to take? You're like, well, I can say it's going to take 2 weeks, but actually, you don't know, because things come up, things don't work quite as well. Then you've got to figure it out. So how long would it take you to figure it out?
Yeah, actually, Johan was asking me like every day, like, how long is it going to take? And I was like, maybe it actually works or it doesn't. I don't know. The biggest issue was sync between audio and video. So like, actually, we've got it working in like quite a good like timeline, but then we were stuck on this problem. Actually, you would be speaking or like doing this, and the audio would be off sync by like 2 seconds.
Like, we are
or
okay to
something.
launch like broken MVPs, but this is too big of an issue.
Yeah, it's like.
So what did you do to fix it?
Excuse me?
Black magic.
Black magic.
Yeah, actually, it was a lot of exploring how FFmpeg works internally and like everything together, and it was actually more problems at the same time. So I would fix like one of these problems, it would work, and then we would like say like, yeah, we can lunch,
We can drink, so we can drunk as hell.
yeah. And then Predrag tested it on YouTube, and he was like, hey guys, it's still fucked up, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I thought I actually didn't fix it, but I actually fixed just one of these problems, which was causing this whole issue, and it was like a lot of
many
lot
things.
of ugly software development.
Well, it looks and sounds good now, and I'm wondering, are you guys taking this whole stream and then sort of posting it? Does it automatically post onto, I guess it does on Twitch, it comes available on YouTube if you want? You're going to turn it into smaller clips?
Yeah, exactly. We are
Yeah, you
getting
can download
every stream, so we can report
Yeah,
it.
it should stay on the platforms as the live streams, and you also get the full recording, so you can download it and then upload like a full video, or you can edit it and like make it into a podcast. You can then, not now, but with the editor, you will also be able to export parts of the full stream into like clips, images, like repurpose it however you want. So that's gonna be nice. All this with one tool.
Cool. Well, good.
For now, we had the launch stream like a few weeks back, and I'm still yet to repurpose it because, well, we were in London and I was sick, so everything. And yeah, if I had this tool like already done, I would probably just use it for everything. Now I have to use many tools to do it.
Yeah, well, it's
It's
going to
like
be.
we are
Predrag,
solving our own problem.
You should buy some better solution for your
I'm not sure
mobile.
what is happening actually with the iPhone. It doesn't like to see me probably. I'm not sure.
All right, guys.
Still the
Well,
Droid Cam?
well, you're gonna go and do a little co-working thing. I've got a call to jump onto in a few minutes, so I'm gonna jump off. But it's great chatting to you. The platform is awesome. Good work.
Thanks for joining and thanks for nice words.
No worries. See you later.
Good day.
You,
Bye.
bye-bye.
See you.
And Joseph, I'm not sure if I should pronounce it in English or in Czech. Joseph Newton is asking if the audio video sync is fixed in Welder Studio. It's in Welder Studio, but I also see that you asked for the original version. It is it is synced, but there might be some delay. For example, if you use standalone microphone and then standalone camera, the files, the image processing that happens to go to your computer is taking a bit longer time than your audio processing. So there might be some delay and you have to fix it. If you use, for example, just your default webcam in your MacBook, it will be in sync. So that should be all right. I'm also doing some like syncing my audio and video with the lips because the camera is just a bit.
The worst part about this that it depends on your setup. Like you can have 10,000 different cameras, 10,000 different microphones, and they all can be in different off-sync ratio. So it's kind of very hard to do it like on our side. If it happens, you can either change the timing of the camera like before the recording, or maybe you can just do it in the final cut, like move the tracks. We actually wanted to offer this option before. It's just that most people in Welder are actually using webcam, as Johan said, and like actually it's kind of surprising because even if you are using MacBook, your microphone and camera is still off sync. It's just that macOS will do the syncing for you basically, so you don't really have to do anything on that part. But it's still the same problem as with DSLR and microphone. It just basically fixed automatically.
It's actually a lower level issue than we can
do from the browser basically.
We live in the browser and
we live in the browser.
Yeah,
you're on the internet.
Our code lives in the browser, so it's we.
All right,
browser
let's move to the discussion topics, the 3 topics that Alex prepared for us. Oh, come on, Alex, ask me the first one.
Yeah, Johan, tell me, what was our problem with creating content for many years? Like, why couldn't we stay consistent? What was the issue? Come on, tell me.
You didn't have the problem because you joined us recently. No, that's the wrong answer.
Yeah, and I didn't solve it, so I'm useless.
Actually, this is a really interesting topic, and I think it might be inspiring for many entrepreneurs or teams that are trying to bootstrap their product. We started our business journey like, I don't know, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years ago, something like that. And around 7. And after 2 years or something, we started watching Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V, and maybe many of you know him. And I was like, yeah, like it's true. You really need to produce content. You really need to put out content so other people can see you and they can find you. And if they find you, they can actually understand how you think, and that will allow them to connect with you, to know who you actually are, and it might spark something, some creative thinking in them, and that might open new opportunities for you. And I was also like drawn by this idea of creating videos and content. Even when I was a kid, I liked like doing some crazy pictures or whatever of myself, funny videos. So it was like, yeah, let's do it. And I tried many different formats. I tried to be like Casey Neistat, so doing 10 minutes vlogs every day, but it was insane. It was insanely boring at first, and second, it was insanely energy and time consuming to think about what you are going to shoot. So it's at least like not super boring, but just a bit boring. And then to edit everything out together so it looks cool and it's like nice. And nobody watched it. And you have to do it for like 6 months so you get into the flow, so you get people to watch you. And I wasn't able to keep up with this and doing our core business, like building our core products, what we were doing. So I switched to more Gary V style, doing 1-minute videos every day. That was fun. Many people from Czech Republic still remember it. But again, it was super exhausting to think about the topics, what to talk about, to produce the videos, to edit the videos, to put them out, to share them. And
we were actually also streaming back then. I remember that. Setting up the OBS and everything.
Yeah, and it was quite fun because it was the early days of streaming and we didn't have camera, so I used the phone to do this quick time screen share to macOS and opening video app on my phone, because there were no these Apple cams and everything, that it was not existing, and opening that. So there was the in the stream there was the overlay of the iPhone catching your face, because it's like selecting your face, and having down there the selection between photo, video, and everything. It was pretty fun.
Dude, imagine there are people saying they cannot stream or they cannot record or anything because they don't have the gear. And you were like, you connected like 7 solutions into one and started streaming. It's like,
sorry, I prepared this amazing overlay and just realized.
You needed to show it off.
Yeah, but Alex is right. Like today, it's like so much easier to produce content in any form.
Yeah, it's true.
The
Super,
tech is catching up.
super easy right now. So yeah, then we tried live streams, then we tried to do some podcast. We're just always thinking how we can just produce content as a byproduct.
Yeah, actually, like maybe someone external would say like we never stick to anything because like of course it's gonna be hard in the beginning, but you have to bear with it, do it for quite some time and then you will get comfortable. But actually we are not professional content producers. We are building digital products. That's what we love, what we want to do the most. And but we also want to put out content for all the reasons Johan have stated. And we need it to be super simple, so it's not going to take much of our energy and time. So that's, I think, why we were struggling so much.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
You want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I mean, the moral of the story is that Welder Studio is pretty much built for us. And we believe that a lot of people, a lot of builders, a lot of small businesses, like everyone on the internet, might have the same issue. And Welder Studio might solve it.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe someone could say that we are just building another streaming platform, but that's just the beginning, Like
We
are not here to copycat, Restream or something. We are here to really solve the problem we had for such a long time, and I think we are going to be quite distinct than these products.
Exactly. We really focus on content creation for small businesses, or for even bigger businesses, or product teams in small businesses,
or maybe just owner of the local coffee shop.
Exactly. There are many ways and like to get attention from people and get like new leads. And for each business, there is something different that will suit. So if you're doing like B2B, it's different. You do outreach. You can do a lot of SEO if you are more B2C. But like having content is always a smart idea. And for some businesses, it's much more stronger than for others. So for example, for coffee shops or for even companies like us, like if you are able to do one live stream per week, like we do right now, and just speak about what you do, what you like, what you don't like, what you are preparing, what's next, I don't know, whatever. And then use this live stream to put it out on YouTube and repurpose it in more content. So you have Instagram content, TikTok content, because that's where people's attention is right now. You will be able to build a brand. And I really believe that, for example, for businesses like us, you can really, even if you don't have thousands of subscribers, there might be someone who can watch your videos, just 2 of them, and be like, oh, these guys, they're thinking it's similar to ours. And it can spark something interesting in their mind. And actually, this is a story that happened to us, and I cannot share it yet, but I'm super...
We are itching, man.
It is. But I'm super pumped to share this story, and hopefully soon we are going to be able to do it, because it's an amazing story, and it just underlines why I believe so much in this making content. And that's, as Alex said, that's why we are doing Welder. Really go from start to end. You can be focusing on your main business because that's taking so much time, but still you can produce this amazing content. So yeah, I think that's the topic. Do you have an idea about, like, Alex? What do you think?
It's actually so cool to build something to solve your own problem when you believe there's a lot of people having the same problem. It's just...
Yeah, let me know in the comments, like if there is someone watching us right now. Let me know in the comments if this is something like that you can relate to or not. And if not, I'm super happy to hear it, and I would love to hear why and what's different. Or if so, let me know in the comments that yes. And again, we are up for any question, like really any question. Ondřej is watching us. Nazdar, Ondro. What have you, Ondřej, which is our good friend here from Czech Republic, we work with him, amazing guy. He's asking, what have you learned on this project, and what would you do differently if you would start from beginning with the knowledge you have now?
That's a good question.
That's a good question, man. A lot and not so much. It's like we were missing this single piece of the whole puzzle. I believe we are pretty good, like, product builders, we love crafting beautiful looking products with cool technology and and we are pretty decent at finding problems that we can solve to do product research, market research, and everything. But we were always so bad at growth. And that's what we learned recently, how to do the growth, and it unlocked everything. So what changed for me is that I really realized that at the beginning, the job of the CEO or the designer, the one who is not doing the programming, is to be out there on the internet and just spamming everywhere and just grinding this every day. So really being like, okay, so 3 answers on Quora every day, posting on Product Hunt hopefully every week, and thinking how the product can be made so you can post every week something new, posting it on Reddit, and thinking what you can build for people on Reddit to so you can share it and they will like it and you get attention and you get traffic. And also SEO really works well if you know how to do it. There's a lot there that can work. The same on socials, like be there every day and just like this grind that feels like you are doing nothing because the results are coming in with a long delay, but it's the only thing you can actually do if you don't have cash to pay ads. It's the only thing, and you just have to push for 3-6 months, and it will hopefully start working. If you are a decent product builder, if you know what you are solving, the problem you are solving, if you are able to build these products, make it nice, make it sexy and everything. So this is what I learned. So this is what I will also do differently. So yeah.
For me personally, what Johan have stated is like absolutely true. And I would say this applies to everything we are going to do in the future. And I would also add that we should have been maybe more focused on the problem we had ourselves. And the solution should have been tailored to that problem, because we have maybe went a little bit off and focused on like professional content producers more than on people like or us and people like us.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny because like it's true, but at the same time, I remember when we are doing the original Welder, like we were fighting a lot with the idea that we actually didn't want to do too much stuff for actual professional, for example, podcasting studios and stuff like that. So I think actually from my point of view, I think it's both of these points are true. It's just that I think that, for example, the pivoting we did is kind of natural, so I have almost no problem with that. I guess we can learn from that a little bit, but at the same time, stuff like this will happen, and I will not be surprised if our next product sometimes in the future would have the same problem regarding the pivot. I think this is just something that happens, and it's actually a big advantage of doing a software business is that you can do stuff like this. You know?
What I learned pretty recently, and what is really interesting, and I like it, is that when you are starting, you need to be this. You need to have this beautiful lie, because you most likely see some problem or some problem space, and you are like, oh, I could build this, and this would solve this problem, and it would be really cool. And I really believe I have this problem, and many people will have this problem as well. And you maybe even do the landing page to validate it, and it's like, yeah, it probably works. You get a few signups, even a few hundred signups, so it just supports your idea. But then you build it, and it's not really working. But you have to have this beautiful eye in the beginning, because without it, you would just not have the passion. And it's also pretty close. Like being a fool and being a hero is also pretty close. Like the how do you say it in English? The attributes you have as a fool and as a hero are really similar, but because you have a lot of energy, you are passionate as hell, you want to build the stuff, you are like, yes, let's do it, let's go. You believe yourself, but as a hero, you already have the experience of failing many times and being ready to fail, and knowing that even if you know that you will fail, you push and you are going like, let's do it, let's go. And that's a big difference, because you have to be ready to realize that this beautiful lie is most likely wrong. And you have to be ready to iterate. You have to be ready, it will take much more time. And that's what happened to us. But also I think that Marek was pointing at the thing that we actually really slided away from our original problem. We're like,
yeah, I wouldn't lie myself that it's not going to happen in the future. I would just be more careful about it and think about it more. So you know what's happening, actually. Yeah, and actually, I would add to what Johan said. I think it actually our like business journey was exactly like this. When we started, even on the high school and a few years after that, we had so many ideas and we believed like everything is gonna work, everything is perfect. We are super smart. Like we're just going to build this in a few months and it's going to be like next hot startup. But then we realized it doesn't work this way. Like you never just have an idea, build it, and it works. You always have to iterate. Like your solution's never going to be perfect. You are very lucky if you find a good target group and a good problem, but you have to know that your solution is going to be iterated many times until it's actually working. And then I think we've got a little bit depressed. We never ever trusted our ideas at some point. Like I mean, like it was like 1 year or so. Like we were always like, yeah, we have this idea and this idea, but it's not gonna work. You know, like we have seen it many times. Like it's gonna fail for sure. But then we actually found out by experience that you have to be pretty skeptic about the idea, but you have to find something which you really believe is going to work. You have to believe in it for some time and then be ready to iterate it.
And would you guys say if we started working on Welder all over again, would we just go straight into Welder Studio?
Hopefully.
Yeah, I wouldn't be naive about that. Like
Yeah.
you have to take some time to stay in the problem space and then you will see it much more clearly. But yeah, I would say like you have to pick a problem space you're really passionate about. Like you shouldn't just go into some area just because it's hot, it's cool, or you just had this idea in the shower, but you don't know anything about it. Like you really have to be ready to stay in there with the community, with other like-minded people who had the problem for years actually.
But
Yeah,
it's hard
I think this was part of the problem with the original Welder, that we drifted a lot into podcasting, and we all like listening to podcasts, but none of us is like really passionate about it. So I think that was like one of the issues for sure.
Yeah.
At least that's what I noticed about myself.
Yeah, but to be completely honest, like it might be really hard for anyone, or for that was our issue. Like you always hear the advice to be like, you have to be really passionate about the space, about the problem, because if you are not, you won't stick with it. But what you should do if you are like, but I'm not passionate about it, and I cannot do anything with it. I'm just not fucking passionate about it.
Yeah, I think there's no solution to this. Like you have to
You are just fucked up. Just bye.
No, you have to choose something and you have to, like it's like with luck. You have to do something to get the luck. And it's the same with this problem. Like you have to, if you are not passionate about everything, you have to find out like that's the way.
Yeah, so you skip a lot. You do many things. That would be it. That would be it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Alex, give me another topic.
Wait, I just
And again, everyone, keep asking questions. I want more questions.
Alex is saying studio looking fire.
Thanks.
Thank you, Alex.
And it's not me.
And share this with anyone who you think might find it interesting. It's important for us.
Okay, next topic. Next topic is how to repurpose your live stream and not let it die.
I think it's this one. Yeah.
Switch the overlay. Whoa. Sick.
So we are doing this topic right now. How to repurpose your live stream. So how to repurpose your live stream, Alex?
Well, how I would do it. What I'm noticing on YouTube a lot is Twitch streamers are just hiring editors, taking the full recordings of their streams and turning it into highlights. I think this could work. We are not, Welder Studio is not built for gamers, so content made with Welder Studio is probably going to be different, but I think the principle is saying it's going to be the same. So you will be able to get the full recording of the stream if you obviously record during the stream, and then you will be able to repurpose it into clips. So that will be the highlights, and you will also probably be able to highlight the text and then turn it into an image with a quote and everything. There could be some templates and stuff which you will be able to share on your LinkedIn, your Instagram, your Facebook, anywhere you want. And about the clips, they should also be optimized to different platforms. So like different resolutions, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram again, YouTube Shorts, stuff like this. So yeah, I think the this is the problem with streaming. Like a lot of people stream, and I don't know, they have like 2 to 5 people there, which I think is nice. Like this is what we are doing right now. But if you want to like leverage the most out of it, you shouldn't let the stream die. You should repurpose it and upload it anywhere you can. It's like it's the source of the most authentic and raw content you can put out, because it's just, yeah, it's like so authentic. We are live right now. We have nothing prepared. It's not scripted. We only have the outline, so we're kind of going on a tangent. But I think when I'm editing it after, I will have like the best clips to repurpose.
Well said. And my idea about this is that I will be speaking about specific target audience, about like us and other small businesses, and how powerful this can be for you, and how powerful repurposing and doing live stream can be powerful, and why we really like it. It's like, if you are thinking that content is something that you believe will help your business in some way, being on TikTok, being on YouTube, being on LinkedIn, connecting with people, being out there, because it will make people connect with you, empathize with you, understand how you think. Doing live stream is super easy because it's live. You can prepare stuff, but then like you just go with your skin to the market and you do it. And there might be some bad parts, there might be some good parts, as you said. So that's nice. It's one thing, and you get attention, because like these media, these platforms, they will highlight your live streams. You know, like you will pop up in notifications. You can hype it up front, so you get the first attention level. The second attention level is a full long form recording that you get after you do the stream. So with Welder, you get it recorded, but you also get it recorded on YouTube, whatever. And the second big part that you can have always put out on your YouTube, you can strip it into podcast, whatever. So another attention net to gather the audience. And then, as you said,
And should you should you edit this long form recording, or should you just put out like what you have recorded on the stream like full?
I believe you should a little bit, because the live stream, it's really, it depends how your live streams are done. Some people are much better at it, so they can really be like, and it's just great, and you can put it out. But for example, us, we have some like,
We will get good.
Some parts are really boring, and you're like, this part was fuck, man, it was boring, and maybe the start will not as planned. So there is some editing needed, but not too much, because you already put it out. So like, why to take you again, think that you are a small business, right? You're a small business. You don't have time. You have to focus on everything fucking else that is happening in your life and in your business. And there is so much, but you want to produce content. So like, you don't want to overthink it. So just cut the shits out.
80-20 rule.
Exactly. 80-20 rule. Do something. And then you want to repurpose it in smaller clips, because as Alex said, there are some highlights. There was something interesting said that you can then use after the stream. For example, we were speaking about how the Welder Studio will work, or we are saying something smart about the business. And you can take this and put it on your social media, and again, get new attention. And actually, like, your long form content will probably not work and not grow if you don't have the short form content put out on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on TikTok, where you get free attention. And also, like, people won't commit to 1 hour long podcast or video if they are like, I don't know these guys, and they are like not super smart or whatever.
Yep.
But if you put out like funny clip, whatever, and people will see it and be like, hey, like, they are similar to us, to me.
So you are actually taking the least amount of attention in the beginning, so you can build some trust with the people, and maybe then they will join, like they will watch the recorded stream, and then maybe next time they will
Join the live stream.
Exactly.
They will ask.
And like, you are really squeezing everything you can out of one really easily produced pillar of content, which I really like. And I believe that if you do it like every week or every day or whatever for a long time, you will get better at it. You will find what your audience like. You will find your audience, and like the wheel will start turning. And that's where, as you said, Alex, Welder is heading. That's where we are adding the text editing and repurposing stuff and everything. So yeah. I have a question from Ryan. Some repurpose using clips with audio waves instead of video, since they don't take videos during recording. That might be something studio can generate in the future. Yes, great idea. We have it all in the pipeline. like making audio forms, audio waves, audiograms is big right now, and we plan to edit. So
we are also thinking about like the editor, because we want our editor to also work with audio, right? But but right now we just have like one big video file, so we may also do it there.
Yeah, exactly. Like the idea right now is that we will have the Welder studio is built to cover the whole content creation flow,
to get bigger
and swallow everything. No, the whole content creation flow from recording or streaming to editing to repurposing, hopefully maybe even to distribution, subtitles and everything. So if you are like us, you will leverage all of it. But we want each part to be overarching over the main horizontal flow, user flow. So you can, for example, take your audio recorded somewhere else and just put it, or your podcast recorded somewhere else, and put it into our editor, text-based editor, and repurpose it. And you don't have to record it with Welder. Or you can just stream with Welder and never use our editor, and maybe just download the local recorded files, because hopefully we will have that as well. Or you can take your video or stream recorded somewhere else and just use our text editor to produce you the transcript, so you can convert it into block. So there are many ways to enter this like horizontal tool and leverage it. And hopefully you will adapt to the whole flow, because I really believe it makes a lot of sense to use it. So good question, Ryan, and good idea, Ryan. Okay, Alex, anything else up to this question, or you want to go to the next question?
I'm not sure. I was wondering if Ryan is still there. What is he using currently for this purpose? Is it Headliner or?
Yeah, what do you use, Ryan? Tell me more.
Let's just wait for that, and we can maybe move on to the next question. Because that's the only tool for like audiograms that I know from the podcasting space. So I would assume it's that.
6 people watching right now. I'm sorry, Alex, but 6 people. We are all-time high. Like, ask questions. Ask us anything. Like, ask me what I had this morning as a breakfast. I don't care. I just want questions.
I want to know that. Tell me.
A bagel, actually, which is a weird thing, having a bagel in Czech Republic.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's really weird.
But
Did you suddenly wake up in New York for some reason?
And I was like, half a year ago, I was reading or listening to some podcast where a woman, I think she owned a big company that produced bagels or something like that. I was like, it's a big thing. I was like, what the fuck? Why people eat bagels? It's just like the hoska, how do you say hoska in English?
I don't know if there's a word for hoska.
Yeah, like we here in Czech Republic have something called hoska, which is a bagel, but it doesn't have the fucking hole in the middle. It's just like bagel, but without the hole, because it makes sense.
Invented like hundreds of years ago, like it just works.
It's actually called bun.
Exactly, you don't need to reinvent it. And I was like, why the fuck do you need it? But then I ate the bagel, and it's different. It's good, and I can understand the hype. I get it. It's different, and it is good. And it is. I believe it's because like the ratio of the bread and the stuffing changes, and it makes the stuffing be more like so my breakfast was fucking interesting.
You are a bagel believer.
Yeah. Ondra is asking, what keeps you guys up at the night? Whoa, Marek.
That's deep.
The bugs.
Alex,
the bugs.
my snoring.
Because I was reading other comments.
Yeah. What keeps you up at the night?
Actually, I tend to sleep at night.
Yeah. But for example, for me, like I mostly sleep well. But if I wake up in the night and something is going in my head, it's mostly that I didn't pay some bills in the Republic. Like,
yeah. So for example, you're getting your electricity.
Yeah, I'm so bad at this. Exactly. So this mostly runs through my head in the night. Yeah.
Actually, we are not doing so bad in our business anymore. We don't have money to pay our bills, but we just tend to forget sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I lost 3 people watching on my tangent with morning breakfast.
Actually, we got a response from Ryan.
Response Ryan, nothing right now. I have to get a video editor friend to do it. Yeah, exactly, and that's what we want to eliminate. You want you to
Yeah.
do it and not lose much time with it.
Yeah, I would say like we want to eliminate the need for video editors for most of the people and make life of video editors much easier for the people who still need them.
Yeah.
Let's say in
We are
general.
getting all the editors out of their jobs.
No,
like
it's not,
Uber.
it's not like that.
Actually, we want to empower them more, so
Yeah.
maybe some of them can move to other, types of
Yeah.
work. Maybe
Or just do like more companies, basically, Like if you have more time, you
Yeah.
can do more contracting.
they
So-
can get more clients, or they can move up the ladder and do the distribution, which is, I think, super important, and it's still not covered in our tool.
And the other thing I think we noticed even with the old Welder is that if you already have like a big production, you may use a simple tool like Welder, but you will still get an editor. You will just let him manage the backgrounds, let him manage the editing and everything. But if you're smaller, you have an option to do it yourself, which is also very simple. So I think like with almost all of these tools, it actually kind of like expands the market more than like the
Yeah,
jobs will
it's
not
like-
disappear basically.
It's like when you were an accountant like 30 years ago, you
Yeah,
would use
exactly.
like paper sheets, and then you get Excel, and it didn't happen that accountants lost their jobs.
Yeah.
There's actually more of them. They can
Yeah.
just do more, they
Yeah.
are more productive.
Alex is asking our question. What's something that surprised you when launching Welder Studio?
It's maybe too early for that.
Yeah, but actually, I think the first stream actually surprised us, right? It was like there was a lot of interactivity, and we actually expected almost nobody to show up, basically. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good answer. I think we like believed that streams are powerful, but the launch stream was like the moment when we like experienced it ourselves, like how good it can be. So yeah, probably this. And I think not sure if for you guys, but for me it kind of like validated the whole thing.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I remember
a little
like
bit.
right after the stream ended, we were like, "Man, these questions, this is fucking awesome."
Exactly.
It really
exactly.
keeps the stream going. So
And there's difference also in product, and it's quite interesting for also anybody who is trying to build the product. Really the importance of making new users, new signups, having the wow happy moment is important. And it's still pretty far for Welder Studio for live because you need to schedule the stream and everything. But with local recording, it's even further because you prepare everything, you schedule your guest, you do the recording, you end it, you are like, yeah, it was a nice interview, but then you are like, yeah, now I need to do all the post-production and prepare everything and cut everything into small pieces, and it takes another week or two, or even 3, and then you release it, and then probably like most likely, if you are not Joe Rogan, many people are not going to comment on your podcast, so you're like, you don't really know what impact you have. And just having one person watching you on stream when you're doing it live and asking you one question will instantly make you more like, wow, this is amazing. I enjoy it. Actually, someone is watching right now. And that makes people stick with your product and also give you energy. So that's I think that what surprised me. And as you said,
I think we should add as much interactivity for the watchers into our platform.
Yeah.
To actually make possible to stream even to one person.
Twitch is great at this, right? Like if you look at Twitch streamers, they have all these like pay $2 and you will be displayed here, or I don't know, pay $3 and they will play a sound, or I will do this, and like there's so much interactivity, and that is really nice. And I want to bring this to Welder as well.
It's mostly OBS scenes and plugins and stuff like that. So it's not like Twitch really. It's
but
things
we
people
can have
build for
something.
Twitch.
We can have something like this. I already.
I
I
think
definitely
just-
it's like comment highlighting is a good example where
that's what I want to
basically
say.
this is like I think it's probably one of the most important features we have to add.
I agree.
Yeah,
I think that's super important.
This is going to be a killer feature, like to have a really good call in for inviting your viewers.
Call in and the highlighted comments, as Pretty said. I think that's like super important. I see it all the time, and like just viewers love to see themselves on the stream. Like just Twitch validates this so much. Like you can see like the recent follower, recent,
I would say like without the
subscriber.
interactivity with your watchers, like there's actually no point in streaming. You could just pre-record everything and then just play it, So if you are
There is.
streaming
If you
live,
try to leverage like the most channels you can, like.
yeah, but I think like stream should be interactive. Like it's streaming.
Yeah,
it's not playing a video, recorded video. So
Yeah,
there should
it's what
be-
makes it fun.
Yeah.
I mean, there's actually like a meme on Twitch when if there's a streamer and he's not like reacting to his chat, people are spamming that it's pre-recorded as a joke. So yeah, I think like the interactivity is really important when streaming.
Definitely is. All right, another question, Alex. Last one.
Is there a question or?
Discussing.
Oh, you mean the topic?
Yes.
Okay. The whole pivot. What will you be able to do with Welder Studio? We kind of talk about it.
It doesn't make sense to talk about it again. I feel like we are talking about it the whole time.
So let's just maybe talk about the editor, like what's gonna be in the MVP.
All right, so in the MVP, and I will again share my screen so it's more interactive. And
You can use the meta layout and hide mark.
Yeah, use the meta
Nobody
layout.
wants to see him.
I will use the meta layout. All right. No, this I no, blah, 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 blah. No, not like this. All right.
Sorry, Mark.
I think I will visit the bathroom in the meantime.
So this is our rebrand. I am Zach right now. No, all right, it's not the great.
Welcome to Metaverse.
Metaverse. So this is what's next with Welder Studio. We are adding this part of editor. So right now you see the stream. The stream is being recorded, and as soon as we end it, it's being transcribed. You get the transcript that is here, and you can use the transcript to edit the video. So you can just select any part and delete it, and it will be deleted like this. It's very small here, but like this. You can also reverse the deleted part. If you are like, oh, I deleted the wrong part, you can reverse it. And you can also highlight any section that you are like, oh, this is really interesting, and it would be amazing as micro content for my LinkedIn. You can select any part and export it in different aspect ratio so it fits your social media. And that's what we are working right now. I believe in the MVP, we will have everything you see here, kind of. So the player,
Except the search.
Yeah, the player, not the search, unfortunately, which is strong, but it will come a bit later. You will have the text. You will be able to export parts selection, so repurposing micro content. You will be able to delete something and export the whole video, download the whole transcript as subtitles, or download the transcript as a text, so you can use it for your blog. So that's what's coming next for Welder Studio 2. And as soon as we do it, and it's hopefully out by the end of November, we will have the whole horizontal content creation flow done, and it will be amazing. I'm so much looking forward to it because we will actually use it ourselves so much. I can right now already think about like 5 micro contents out of this stream that I want to cut out and just publish on our social media. So yeah, it's coming.
Nice.
So we can use this layout now because Marek is not
Oh,
here.
Marek is gone. I hate this one. It's so like close to me.
I like
feel
it.
Violated.
It's like it's using the most space to show the most
Face.
Yeah,
most space to show the most face.
I see how you like it, like aesthetically. That there's no white space.
Yeah,
Join us working or ask us anything.
Actually,
I'm not gonna be working anymore today.
Good job, guys, on like the overlays. Like I was just thinking, like it looks really good. Like actually on the YouTube and stuff. You know, the overlays. Like if you have proper design, the tool and the stream, like the design is really good.
Templates are gonna be so strong.
Yeah.
Like I keep thinking about my analogy when I was at the subway with Predrag, and we wanted to eat a Subway sandwich, but they had like no pre-made options, and you have to like make your own sandwich.
It was with me.
It was with Marek in Chipotle. That's true. Yeah, sorry.
You completely missed the story, man.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to eat in Chipotle, and I had to make my own burrito, and I just didn't want to do it because I don't know what goes with what and what's good. So I just wanted like a pre-made option, like a burrito overlay. I thought it might be the same for streaming. Like you don't want to make it yourself. The design you want like an overlays to pick from. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make templates and everything.
Alex is saying bye, Alex.
See you.
But is it me? Am
No,
I going?
no, Alex.
Okay.
the other Alex. All right, I think we got through everything we wanted to go through. It was quite interesting. I enjoyed it. And right now, the plan was to just keep the stream running and work on stuff, but I'm not sure how that's going to work. Do we actually pop out in Twitch in Discovery or no? How does that work?
I don't really know.
We should, but it works by the
I think
by
we
the
can open
category
it.
and depends how you filter it. Like for some people we could. I'm not sure if we have it in English, right? So it's probably bad.
You see the girl.
Yeah, I mean we are not beautiful girls, so that's tough. How did we name this? How did we name this stream? I'm trying to search it.
Friday something.
Let's talk streaming. Yeah, focus.
Is anyone searching this term?
No, I'm just trying to find it. Like if I can publicly find it, Talk streaming. Because I think we didn't set up the streaming properly on Twitch.
So you think we are like unlisted?
Yeah, I'm not sure how to do it. I'm so much Twitch noob.
Yeah, we are actually streaming noobs, but it's cool because we can feel the pain of actual users of our product.
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure if there's like a normal discoverability on Twitch. Like people are not going through all the streams and like randomly clicking on stream with two viewers. Like the way you promote your Twitch stream is different.
It's true that on Twitch people don't like go through Twitch.
Yeah, and the default order is actually by viewership. So when you discover streams, there will be like Shroud and people like this with 80k viewers first. So like I think there's like a 0% chance that someone goes on the Twitch homepage and just like randomly stumbles upon us.
You have to be much more popular in order for that to happen, I think.
Yeah, and you have to like promote it, like you would promote your podcast basically, like on all socials and stuff like that. Or you can leverage like a different something different. Like we would leverage all the emails we have from our users or something like that. I think YouTube is better for this. Like we are getting the best numbers on YouTube probably.
Yeah,
but even for our type of content, like how many people actually watch podcast type content on Twitch?
Like just chatting is a big.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's growing.
There's actually, I mean, look, they created a category for podcasts and talk shows, and when they create a category, it like validates that there are people doing that a lot and watching it. So it's getting bigger and bigger. It's not like gaming only anymore. So I think that's good for us.
Yeah, definitely. Just chatting works.
I mean, good for us in terms of Welder Studio, not in terms of like streaming.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it like people are streaming on Twitch this type of content? Like I used to watch the H3 podcast on Twitch live when I was still following the guys. My LinkedIn stream is weird. It's like I have to refresh it from time to time to see the new comments.
LinkedIn has a lot of issues with the streaming, but it's a new platform also. I think.
To vyřešíme po streamu.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I just closed the tab by accident. All right, I'm doing Quora right now.
All right.
Quora?
Yeah.
It's loud. Yeah, I actually don't feel like working.
So what are you going to do? I have a question. Will you be able to like play background music on the stream, like from a different source?
Yes, please.
Yeah, it should be actually.
Because
It
I
is
had a call with a friend yesterday, and his idea was the same
Last yesterday.
yesterday.
It sounds like we are stoned
Like-
and we're reminiscent of
We are just
times.
from Czech Republic, man.
It was last yesterday when I was still young.
Yeah. So definitely, it's nice to have like underlying music for our streams when we are just chatting or in real life.
Yeah. Like how was it called? The copyright stuff. It's abbreviation. Everyone is using it.
DMCA. Yeah, DMCA.
Yeah, DMCA is a huge problem in streaming space nowadays.
But
Like-
even like in normal content, like
Yeah.
if you use some unlicensed music, like they will get you.
Yeah,
especially on YouTube.
But there are dedicated playlists like DMCA free playlists on Spotify nowadays you can use. Which is
Really?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got so much better like recently.
Really?
I remember like 5 years ago,
Yeah.
you cannot get like a decent song which is like not
I
copyrighted.
struggle with it so much in the content.
Yeah, streamers are actually like playing decent music now, which is the DMCA free.
We could actually maybe add it as a library. That would be pretty cool. Like,
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm thinking like it would be better to just connect Spotify.
No. Or you could, but I think a lot of people wouldn't know about like the
Yeah.
actual like DMCA thing, and they would just play some random music and they would
Yeah.
put it on YouTube because it's automatically detected.
Just play Ed Sheeran. 10 hours of Ed Sheeran.
10 hours of pure
Actually,
bang.
I'm not sure if you can even mention his name on the stream because you could just
Oh, okay, so we are
look
fucked.
for that.
Oh my god, we didn't say it.
There
That was another idea to have a tool that will censor things
Yeah.
you cannot say. So if you are like streaming to the kids and you don't want to say fuck, it will be like beep in real time.
Wow. Now I have to flag the spot when I repurpose it into podcast. I have to flag it as adult content because you said fuck. Thank you very much, Johan.
I said fuck all through the whole
I know.
live stream.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Again, 5 people watching us right now, and we already ended. I think like many people are actually coming to this stream through landing pages, just curious what's happening. So if you came just right now, ask a question or what do you want to hear? I'm not sure because we already gone through our whole program topics.
Maybe if you're going from the pricing page, ask us anything.
live sales went
We'll
down.
Right.
convince you
Cheaper.
to open your wallet. I wonder if it's on the homepage, right? It's on the pricing page. Is it in the app?
No, not yet. But I want to add it to the app as well
Uh-huh.
and do the sidebar.
Yeah,
we
actually,
get
there is a little bug on the landing page when you click on join us. Like we made it this far, it doesn't do anything actually.
Okay, so it's not people coming from that.
Yeah, probably.
What the fuck? I didn't.
Okay,
add the link.
that's a plot twist.
I really haven't added the link.
And is it working from pricing?
Man, this is what I love about live streaming. You get to see live debugging by on.
Yeah, I will
Oh,
fix it right now.
It works from the pricing. So maybe these are people from pricing.
So you're coming from pricing. Nice to meet you. What do you don't like about the pricing?
If you're coming from pricing, let me know. I'm opening my PowerPoint right now. I'm gonna sell the shit out of you.
Oh, I let the default hashtag there as a link on the bottom one. All right, yeah, it's fixed now. Wow, live debugging. Yeah, people are not giving a shit. They just leave. They don't ask us, but I get it. I wouldn't ask us anything.
I would ask you like, are you serious?
Yeah, exactly.
In general.
Is this a real business? Like, are you guys making money?
Do you guys get it?
But everyone watching right now, this is actually what you can do with Welder Studio, and it's amazing. You can stream, you can change backgrounds, you can change overlays.
I mean, this
I'm
looks
just
like
watching it nervously, like if everything works.
Change
make the
the-
background fit the Focus Friday and the bottom right text. Like the blue doesn't fit it.
Yeah, it's just demonstration.
The orange is good and white. I like white. But it actually right now it looks like normal stream you would find on Twitch, like done with OBS. Like I don't see anything wrong. Like there are no alerts or anything like followers and stuff. But other than that, it looks good.
It will also be really cool to have like the current viewing count in the
Yes.
Welder. This is also
We really have to have the
API connections.
universal chat and the count, because it's super annoying to have. Like I'm on the second monitor running the 3 platforms we are streaming at: Twitch, YouTube, and LinkedIn, and just watching them and watching the number of viewers that are watching us. It's like no fun. You have to
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe if we stream every Friday, we will come up with all kind of stuff to add to the platform and to make better.
Use our product.
dog feeding. Yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
it's important.
It's actually it's a quite good hack,
Yeah.
because not a lot of companies get such a good opportunity to.
Yeah, actually, I read a few days ago that the guys from Welder, they are doing the workshop tool. You know them, Johan.
Yep.
They are like using it for all the meetings and stuff, so that's pretty good, I think. And you do this like quite often, so it can help you improve it.
Yeah, I think we are also using Welder, or we used to use it for most of our meetings, but it's actually not the use case, on Welder. So we really have to be streaming and producing content in
That's true. And we weren't producing enough content to like make it actually help us improve the product. I think maybe we could catch some rare bugs and stuff like that. Did we ever like recorded something through Welder and had like stuck processing or something like that?
Yeah, it happened to Johan because he had his really old MacBook back then, and it would just randomly crash. And this is one of the reasons we have left a little bit left behind the local recording, because it's never going to be super reliable. There are things out of our control which we cannot possibly solve.
Yeah, I think I read a lot of people having the same issue with Riverside, like with exactly the same with like stuck processing. So I guess it makes sense. Like it's the same solution, right?
Yeah, it's like if you have enough time, you can fix all the bugs on your side, but you can never fix the bugs which will happen on the machine actually, like before it's even getting to Chrome.
And it's why so many like high-profile podcasters and videocasters still use Zoom.
Yeah.
It's like they are willing to trade off the quality for the reliability, and it's just more reliable.
Yeah.
Everyone can join it. It's like so, and I get it. Because, and that's also the decision why we are not so eager to push more the local recording. Like the quality doesn't matter so much actually.
I would say like big content producers are something like big corporations. Like they are adopting new technologies the last because they just want everything to be as stable as possible.
Yeah, that's so true. Is it weird that I touch my beer like this?
It is.
I would do it too if I had it. But that doesn't tell you it's not weird.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my godness.
Oh yeah, I'm doing the Quora then.
Focus Friday.
Almost 2K views already
Nice.
on Quora. Still not even close to Saba, but getting quite close. Dude, I was actually anxious in London when I wasn't doing Quora like, every day. Like since we learned about it, I've done like 3 to 5 questions every day.
Junkie, you became a junkie.
That's nice.
Just say it, you became a Quora junkie.
Yes.
Yes, so much.
Yep. Oh, guys, I need to leave for like 20 minutes. I have to make a call regarding the motorcycle, you know.
Actually, you can tell us the story. It might be interesting to hear the story of your motorcycle.
Yeah, basically, like, the gist of the story is that I got my motorcycle stolen 2 times in a row in like 1 month. And, you know, like there is a lot of stuff to solve with the police, like where you have to report everything, then you have to like tell them and stuff like that. So right time. The worst thing is that basically you get your motorcycle stolen, but the guy that stole the motorcycle actually crashed somewhere, and I have to do all of the insurance stuff. Of course, I don't have to pay, but I still have to like call the police, get the papers, send it to insurance, and do everything basically, even if my motorcycle is stolen, which is kind of annoying, to be perfectly honest. But I have to do that right now because I'm not sure for how long they're going to be at the office.
Yeah, and actually, it's a pretty old bike, and you just want to have.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even want the bike anymore. Like it's 30 years old, but I cannot like leave it at the police. You know,
Please keep it. Please
Yeah,
just
please
keep
keep
it.
it.
I don't want it. Just let
After
me go.
2 times, like it gave me so much pain. This bike, I don't like it.
And you can't even let anyone else do this stuff because, like, you have to be
Yeah.
legally doing it by yourself.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. So this is exactly, and the insurance company, like they want the closure of the case, but then I have to go to police to get the closure and stuff like that. So it's annoying.
But actually, like, we still have to be thankful that we are living in a state which works actually, because, for example, if you were living in Ukraine, you wouldn't have to bear with this stuff, but maybe someone would, point a gun at you and take all your money, and nobody would care, So
Product would be happier, man.
I think they're actually quite lucky to live in Prague or in Czech Republic in general. Like it could be much worse.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
It could be much better as well.
Worse.
But yeah, I think we're fine. I actually have a comment on YouTube from
Whoa.
Beat Studio. I'm assuming it's Saba saying you're not going to get close to me. I'm assuming it's about quota, and I take it as a challenge. Just give me like a decade or something, and I'll get there.
No, you just like skip your sleep and let's go.
It doesn't work like this, man, because you have
It
to do
ha-
like just a few
No,
daily.
no, more accounts. I told you already. Just
Oh
like,
yeah, I forgot.
yeah, yeah.
And use a
But it-
VPN.
But it doesn't. Yeah, I can just add up
If
all
there
the
are
views.
ways, that's it. There are ways. You just go.
That's true. Yeah, you got me.
Okay, see you 20 minutes.
See you maybe in 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh, no, it
maybe
looks
he's
cool.
getting arrested right now.
That would be actually a fun stream. Finally.
Let's try the other
There
grid.
was actually like a
Oh,
time
that's shit.
in the streaming history when there was a lot of like police raids on the streamers. Do you remember that?
Yeah. And it was like so many of them were fake just to get attention.
So you guys working or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thinking, and yeah.
Tell me if I'm like chewing loud. I have it's called strepsils. I'm not sure if it's like international thing, but it's supposed to fix. It's supposed to fix this.
All right.
I
And
think
my
it's
sore throat.
international, but it got different names in different countries.
Yeah, so it's not strepsils like in England. It's strepsils.
When it doesn't make, yeah, I don't know.
Strepsils, isn't it? Okay, let's do some Quora. I will repurpose the shit out of the stream.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll still need to do the launch one. Like it's like the most annoying part before having the editor is having to like go through the stream and watch it actually. Like when I will have the transcript and I will just go through the text. Oh my god, it's gonna save me like hours, man. Like literally
Actually,
hours.
but you can do it. You can do it even right now. You can take the whole stream, upload it to Welder transcript, and use the timeline because it shows you the time, so you can just use the time.
Yeah, that's true. I will do this actually.
It will save you time even now, but as soon as this is out, it will save like so much time.
Yeah, that's true. I will do this. That's a good idea. But like having it all in one place is gonna be so much better. And I will not actually have to upload the stream into the transcript, which takes like a few minutes as well.
Or you can use our competitor,
Which is? Who's our competitor?
Descript, for example.
Ah,
You should have competitors.
Not even close.
our biggest competition is ourselves.
Yeah, and for you, Saba.
Oh my god.
Maybe we should invite someone. Like just text your friend.
I don't have friends. I have just
Yeah,
this
that's
guy
yeah.
and you and Predrag. So
Okay, we are all here.
It's not friendship, it's family.
I thought he was gonna say like it's not friendship, it's just work, man. Actually, I hate you. I can't wait
Man,
to get out.
it's so much easier to stream when people are asking you questions.
That's true.
Imagine, guys, how it's gonna be like when we have like 100 viewers and a lot of comments. It's gonna be such cool streams.
So amazing.
And we will have all the comments in one place.
Yeah, and we could highlight them in the future.
I need to figure out how to get more people on our Twitch. Like being
Just
discovered
Google.
on Twitch.
Just Google some Twitch hacks. I'm not actually sure how it works. I'm not sure how streamers are getting big there.
Yeah, it's somewhere else.
Unless you're like already a big name and you decide to stream on Twitch, I'm not sure how you actually get attention there.
Like maybe we could embed the stream like to every place like our users are touching with us, you know. So for example, you would open Welder and there will be a notification. There's a stream going on right now from our team and all the landing pages, you know, and everywhere.
And everywhere, like everywhere, an automatic email notification and just yeah.
If it's even like, you think it's like worth it to focus on so many platforms instead of like doubling down on one, which is working the best?
No, yeah.
Like we just say like maybe we should just stream on. I know we want to show off like you can stream on multiple platforms at the same time, which is good. But like YouTube is looking like the best option for us right now. And like a lot of people actually use it. A lot of people use Twitch, but I'm not sure if like our users.
Yeah, like Twitch is more like a community for itself.
Yeah.
And on Reddit, we could clearly see we are not yet part of the community.
It was funny post. I enjoyed it.
People didn't get it. It's their fault. It's never our fault.
Never.
No responsibility. None. We can play some funny videos and react to some funny videos. That always works. No, I think we can end the stream here and just get back to our work. And like in the future, if we are going to be like working and streaming, we should figure out better ways to do it. Like so, because I'm not exactly sure what like we are pretty open on our streams, but I don't think we necessarily need to share everything. So it's more like maybe I can be like designing or whatever on Fridays or something like that. But we need to figure it out. I think it was a nice stream. I enjoyed it. I think we can end it here. Let's see everyone the next Friday.
Hopefully we will see Predrag because he needs to go to police station right now.
That would be nice if he could be like streaming on his phone. Yeah, Welder. Like imagine Predrag streaming right now on his phone, going to the police station. That would be amazing content. But I think we'll end it here with this.
Yeah.
Welder, let's do it. Let's see you next Friday. Bye.